culture hero, coming to save us all. You never judged us, taught us to stand up tall. Pop culture hero, taught us to be as one. After the prequels, the healing has begun. Walking the thin line between heaven, earth, and hell. Pop culture hero, saving us from ourselves.
Hey guys, Maniac here with diskreader117, doing a new type of series for our website. I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube and a few other various sites doing this new type of video series, like where they try different types of sodas and food, either domestically, internationally, hard stuff to find. Well, nobody's ever done this particular product. I've looked. I've not seen a single website. I've not seen a single person actually. You know, I've actually put in requests that these people do this particular product, and nobody's done it. So I got myself this product, and even though I personally love this stuff, you've never tried it before, you know. So I ordered some of it online, and we're gonna try it right here for all of you guys. So let me go get it, shall we? One for you, one for me, one for you. Balls. Now, this stuff has been known as a gamer's drink for pretty much as long as I can remember. I used to see this stuff sold in by the 12-pack case at CompUSA's back when CompUSA used to actually exist. We used to be able to go, we'd get this, we'd get like a extra, I don't know, a CPU fan, a part, something like that we need. Occasionally we'd get some software or something like that. But what we really go there for is to pick up a 12-pack of this stuff. Because let me tell you, this has always, as far as I've known, has always tried to basically peg itself as a good type of high caffeinated gamer's drink. Now the great part about this stuff is that we're supposed to, right now, there are a lot of high caffeinated products out there. There'd be their Red Bull, that sort of stuff, but they all taste terrible. This is a high caffeinated product that actually tastes good, at least as far as I can tell. I mean, that was what the manufacturers originally wanted, a good tasting high caffeinated product. So there's also a few more interesting things about this kind of stuff. If you look in the back here, I don't know if you can see that on there. But there's a little star K. Can you see that? You see that right there? This reader? Yeah. Can't see it? Can you see that now? On the label? That means it's kosher. So the stuff is actually totally kosher. So I thought that's pretty cool. And so it's actually cool. But as far as I can tell, there's some cool things about this stuff. Like I said, it is good. It is good tasting. It actually does have a large amount of caffeine in it. These usual bottles are about 10 ounces per amount that's in here. For 10 ounces, it actually has a higher caffeine content, I think, than Red Bull does. Red Bull comes in larger cans, and has like a larger caffeine content per can, but it's in a larger amount of cans. So I think that if you basically took the amount of liquid and you compared it, I think this might have a slightly higher caffeine content in it, but I'm not totally certain about that. I could be wrong. They might have since changed the formulas and changed the caffeine content since then. That information is quite old. So, so we're going to actually do a taste testing here for the three of us, me, you, and the camera person. And I got some glasses here, which if we need them, got some glasses here. You can take this glass, I'll take this glass. But first off, we have to have a toast. Absolutely have to have a toast. Now the cool thing about this stuff is you can just take it and just twist the top off. So everybody please, you can't twist your top off. No need for a bottle opener here. Cool, you got it. It smokes a little bit. Okay, so here's a toast, my friends. Here's to 3D Realms. They actually did it. Not bad?
No, not bad.
It's a guarana flavor. It's a guarana flavor soda using the guarana berry. I don't know much about it, to tell you the truth, other than it's a berry that's been used in a lot of sodas since then. But before this stuff, I never even heard of this stuff. But now there's like a ton of guarana drinks out on the market. But I think honestly that these guys were probably the first, or at least the first well-known company to really use the guarana berry. Since CompUSA shut down, it's actually been relatively hard to actually find cases of this stuff. Target for a while was selling the canned version of it in 4-packs for a while. I've heard that down in Florida, Publix still sells this stuff occasionally in like a refrigerator, you know, like the refrigerators, you just grab one and buy one while you're bringing your stuff up at the grocery store. But since the shutdown on CompUSA, the only place I can get this stuff is buy the case online. And it's actually pretty expensive with shipping costs and everything else to get a case of this stuff. Now, let me see if I can pour this out for you guys so you can get a good look at it. It's a relatively clear soda, kind of like a Sprite. It's got a little bit of a, looks like it's got a little bit of a, kind of a small amount of color to it, but not, I can't really tell too well if that's just the ambiance or whatever. But it's a clear flavor. It's a clear flavor. It always comes in these blue bottles. The blue bottles are the regular stuff. It also comes in alternative flavors. There's a clear bottle, which is for the sugar-free stuff, which has a higher caffeine content.
For me, this kind of tastes like a mixture of like a ginger ale and 7-Up.
Yeah, it kind of does. But it's a flavor all of its own, and it's good too. Are you already starting to feel it take effect? Yeah. I'm already feeling like I want to bounce off the walls right now. There is a warning on the bottles. Traditionally, right near the, you can't see this because it's so far away, but don't worry about it. It says, warning, product contains high levels of caffeine. So, obviously, you guys can start buying this stuff right now if you really wanted to. The great stuff about this is that this has always been a gamer's drink. This has usually been relegated to really PC gamers. That's why I had to make the Duke Nukem Forever toast, of course. That's just why. I remember the last balls I ever had, at least before I got this case, was right after 3D Realms shut down. And the last bottle, when I had like one bottle left in my refrigerator, I had like one bottle left. Yes, you will get the burps. You will get the burps. I had one bottle left in my refrigerator, and then I read the news that 3D Realms had shut down, and I just had to have one last toast. But now they're back, and now, well, they're not really back, but the game is back, and they're working on it, and it's gonna be coming out May 3rd. So gotta get this stuff to celebrate. So for your first time for this stuff, drinking it, tell me what you think of it.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, obviously it's not my favorite drink in the world, but it's good to have when you're at parties and stuff. This is usually the stuff I usually will keep at LAN parties. Balls is known to, it used to actually quite a lot. Sponsor a lot of LAN parties, sponsor a lot of, I've heard paintball and BMX events and stuff like that. A lot of LAN parties would usually be sponsored by these guys. And now I'm pretty much out. This is the last of the stuff in the bottle. So you basically, there's only 10 fluid ounces. The canned version of it does support, I believe, 16 ounces, if I remember correctly. It's a similar can size to a Red Bull can. But it tastes, even though the flavor is the same, the canned version of it does taste different, at least as far as I can tell, than the glass version. Everything always tastes different in a can than a glass.
Yeah. I can't figure that out. It's like the taste is stronger.
Oh, if you talk to anyone that drinks beer, that drinks out of a glass, and then will try it out of a can, they always say it tastes different.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just, but that's a little bit weird. I prefer the glass taste. I do. I prefer over the can taste. And honestly, since they used to have a deal with Target that they'd sell a 4-pack, similar again to what a Red Bull case would usually come in, a 4-pack of cans, which actually not that badly priced at Target. They've stopped selling them by that, and I don't know why. I just don't. It used to be that occasionally, even after CompUSA shut down, there were occasionally other venues you could find this stuff at. Publix would usually sell it by the bottle. They kind of stopped, or at the very least when I was last year, they really hid the stuff pretty good. Target no longer sells them by the 4-pack, at least not for the past year or two. I haven't been in a Target in a while. Occasionally I used to see them at like a 7-Eleven or a gas station stop. No more. I haven't seen a bottle of balls there for a long time. Well, but I usually will traditionally get a case of this stuff for a LAN party whenever I'm hosting a LAN party at my house. Pretty much everybody will have balls in their hands. So I just realized how I said that. The Balls website used to have a pretty good amount of videos that they posted, but I haven't seen their website updated in a pretty long time. I don't know if this company is going. I don't know what's happening with this company. Like I said, none of the videos are. None of the sodas are available in stores for the most part anymore. The only place I can find this stuff is either on Amazon or ThinkGeek.com. And shipping costs are actually through the roof for getting a case of this stuff.
Guaranteed that since they took it out of the stores, they're going under with less people buying it online, which makes them up their price.
Well, it's the shipping costs.
Yeah.
The price of this stuff actually did go up. A case of this stuff used to be $32 for a bottle, $40 for a can. Now it's $40 for both, either this stuff or a can. So the price of this stuff has gone up, on top of the fact of now there's multiple flavors with root beer. They have a root beer. They have the sugarless version, and they have a cherry version, which is basically a cherry flavored syrup and stuff like that in there. It's pretty good, but it's only in the can form. But it's good stuff. So I love this stuff. I gotta tell you. What do you think of it?
Pretty good.
So obviously, if you come to a LAN party, you gotta have the balls. You just gotta have balls when you have a LAN party, anybody. Now, it's unfortunate that LAN parties are going south because of online play being so useful, but this is basically all my positive memories. Like, a lot of people will have memories of a soda. A lot of people have memories that tie into soda. Like, there was that running joke from the episode of American Dad where Mr. Pibb was basically, like, throughout his wedding, his marriage. It always kind of revolved around Mr. Pibb. For me, my teenage years were all revolving around LAN parties. My college years revolving around LAN parties. And it was always, this stuff was always there for me. This stuff was always there. And this is all where my positive memories of soda came from. I don't have those kind of feelings about Pepsi or Coca-Cola or Sprite or anything like that. I love balls. So that's what I have. That's all I have to say about that. Well, cheers, guys. If you're out. You love your balls, don't you? So, I'm out too. And cheers to you guys. If you guys want to find this, just go to ThinkGeek.com. You'll probably be able to buy it by the case.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.